So today we are going to be dropping the donor motor into Project Nightmare, and let's see how it goes. So starting out the video, I put jack stands on both sides of the car. That way it'll be sturdy when I drop the motor into it. The first thing I did was disconnect the steering column from the actual subframe itself because I will be dropping the subframe. The bolt size for the steering column shaft is going to be a 10mm bolt. It's real simple to take out. After that, I got up under the car and started taking off the 4 subframe bolts. There's two 15s in the back on each side, as shown right there, and the front are 18s or 3/4. After that, I took the wheels off because really it's easy to take the wheels off so you can drop the subframe. That way you'll get it as low as possible. After I took the wheel off, I disconnected the shock from the subframe. Once I was done with the passenger side, I just moved on to the driver's side and did the exact same thing. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say the coilovers, the nut bolt is, I want to say it's either 2021 or 22. Right here, it's just me unbolting the two front subframe connector bolts that connect the subframe to the actual car. It's always better to have power tools. That way you can get the job done, I say a little quicker, but you wouldn't have to put in so much elbow grease to actually get the nuts off. If anyone was wondering why I have the valve cover sitting on top of the motor, it's because I got the I don't have a throttle body on the intake manifold, and it was raining. Like, it was raining real bad the whole time I was installing the motor, which really didn't matter because I wasn't going to use the intake anyway. But to drop the motor in, it's going to be a lot of wiggling due to the long tube headers. And I had to realize that I had to drop the subframe just a little more so it can clear perfectly. But when you're dropping the motor, it's good to have a leveler, like one of those leveler tools they sell. That way you can tilt the motor like without having to jack up the transmission. It took a bit of pushing and pulling to get the motor to set in place, but we got it in place. And then I hooked everything back up, put all the subframe connector bolts back in there, and that was it. The next video I will be dropping will be me connecting everything as far as fuel rail, wire harness, and all that, and possibly getting it to run.